has never failed to amaze me. One moment I was alone in the attic, and the next, I was at my 8th birthday party with Dad scooping ice cream and Max standing at my elbow. Mom helped me cut a slice of cake. I brought the album downstairs in the living room. Mac glanced up from her phone on the couch. Taking a trip down memory lane? Yeah, you can join in if you want. I sat down and we poured through the album together. My tears splashed against the old Porio disc. I miss Mom so much. Me too. Everything's a mess now. Mom's smiling face stared back at us from a decade in the past. Mom, I wish you were here to help me with my boy trauma. You know Danny, he's safe and familiar. And above all, he knows everything about me, inside and out. But Adonis, he makes me want to step out of my comfort zone. When I'm with him, I'm free. If I could just talk to you, you knew what to do. I may not be her, but maybe I can help. We looked up to find Dad hovering in the doorway. How long have you been standing there? Long enough to know you two could use some advice. Talk about perfect timing. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm kind of riding the hot mess express here. In that case, I'm glad I came home when I did. Why didn't you come to me? You could talk to me about anything. Reason after reason flooded my mind. Maybe because you grounded me for being a good big sister. Yeah, Ashley was just trying to keep me safe. You two have been distanced from me since before that, though that can't be the only reason why. I knew he was right. It wasn't the real root of the issue. Mom was the glue that held my family together. She'd have wanted me to tell the truth, even if it was hard, especially then. I guess I never brought it up because it feels like you don't care what I have to say. Mac and I are our own people, but you never ask us what we want. You can't expect us to talk to you when you don't give us a say in our own lives. Can a person be double grounded even as the words left my mouth? I braced myself for the explosion that would follow them. But it never came. Instead, Dad sighed and sat down on the couch between us. I guess history does repeat itself. Wait, you're not mad?
how could I be? Your mother gave a similar speech to your grandfather not long before she married
He took the album and reveled through pictures of exotic locos before laying a handful out on the coffee table. Are these all of Mom? I'll look closer at the photo of her marching at a protest. I snatch up a picture of Mom, mid-chant, holding a sign that read, "We will not be ignored." What was she protesting?
A better question would be, what wasn't she protesting? Your mom and I were raised in a time when kids weren't supposed to want anything. Our job was to work hard and obey, and I fell right in line. But your mom, she understood what it's like to want to give a world a shake, just to see what might fall out.
So Mom was a rebel?
She was curious enough to have a lot of questions, brave enough to go searching for the answers, and kind enough to take me with her. Her dad forbade her to travel the world, but that didn't stop her. We lived more in that year than 20 lifetimes.
She went against his wishes and just left with you? How did she know that was the right call?
She didn't. There are no guarantees in life, Ashley. And it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. But your mother lived such a full life because she wasn't afraid to try everything, even if sometimes all she got was a lesson in what not to do.
When we flipped through the photos together, they spun almost every continent. I can tell the pictures you took apart from Mom so easily. Yours are so straightforward, not all artsy like hers.
Hey, not all of us could be photographic buffs like your mother. And I deserve some credit. When she started her crusade for adventure, I brought her that camera to catalog the journey.
As we thrift through page after page, I realized we were all grinning ear to ear. I couldn't even remember the last time the three of us had fun together like this.
I really wanted to show you some more photos of your mom. We captured some memories in here that I'll never forget. Want to see?
Tell me everything. I want to know everything I can about her.
Here's some pictures I'm pretty proud of, even if they are straightforward in Mackenzie's words.
Dad passed the photos to us, and I understand what he meant. While the pictures Mom took of their trips captured the atmosphere and had other people in the background, she was my dad's only subject. He caught her the way no one else could, completely candid, and at her most vulnerable, highlighted the sublets details. It's one thing to know your parents loved each other. It's something different to see captured in a glance forever. This collection was a
Vinsel love letter.
Wow, Dad.
You only saw her as your mother, but before that she was a ball of energy who loved to laugh and explore.
He pointed to a photo of Mom behind the wheel of a car. The sky outside was striking with burnt orange of sunset, and true to his word, her head was thrown back in laughter.
This is from our cross-country drive. We tried every donut from coast to coast.
Which state has the best ones?
Surprisingly, Illinois.
I shuffled through the pictures, and one in particular spoke to me. What's the story behind Mom with the fish?
In the photo, she held a trout viciously with her bare hands as Parsley cheered in the background. Dad studied the picture with a smile. I was ready to leave after 5 minutes, but she wouldn't go until she caught one. Otherwise, she bought a fishing license for nothing. It took the whole day for one to bite, but she said it was worth it.
I focused on the light trickling in between the trees, and my distant memory flooded my vision. In the forest, much like the one in the picture, I hid behind a tree and tried my hardest not to giggle while Mom searched for me. Now, where could little Ashley be?
Quietly, she crept around the bushes directly behind me, and I risked a peek around the tree's wide trunk.
Gotcha!
The thaw was over just as quickly as it came, and I wish I could go back to that moment
For just a while longer. That imagination came in handy once Mac and I came along. Almost every picture of Mom was at least a little blurry, like she couldn't keep still for a single second, except one. For exactly one frame, she managed to stay under a night sky full of stars, completely shocked as my dad kneeled in front of her.
That was the summer we spent in Morcacao. We took camels out to the desert so we could have the best view of the star I bought for her. Then I got down on one knee, told her I loved her. I loved her until the last star in the sky burned out, and asked if I could be her husband. She was so flustered, she didn't think to ask about an engagement ring until days later.
You proposed without a ring?
I was a broke high school brat. I got her the star instead.
That's so neat. What an inspiration. Everyone else goes to the store to buy overpriced rocks, and you just looked up.
Your mother was a free spirit. Proposing with anything as standard as a diamond was never an option. I thought the world of your mother, and there's nothing I wouldn't do to have just one more day with her. His eyes watered. It hit me that he loved parts of her I never even knew. We lost our mom, but he lost the love of his life and his best friend. Dad, I'm sorry. Me too. I can't imagine what it's like to lose your soulmate. Your mother and I had more love than some people get all their lives. That's nothing to be sorry about. She lived by her own rules, and all things considered, these pictures are a good reminder of that. He gestured to the spread of images on the coffee table, but something about his phrasing caught my ear. She lived by her own rules. Dad praised my mom for living fiercely, but he punished me for trying to do the same. And now I was grounded, and Lauren was going to butcher the role that was my mother's legacy. I didn't want to ruin the moment, but I could feel it bubbling up and up until finally it just boiled over. So you two defied my grandpa and live by your own rules, but I'm grounded for making my own choices? No, you're grounded for making poor choices. You were arrested.
Yeah, for being in the wrong place at the wrong time while trying to keep Max safe.
If neither of you had snuck out of the house, Mackenzie wouldn't have been in danger.
And if you tried to understand us at all, we wouldn't have to do everything in secret.
I could feel all of the afternoon's progress slipping right through my fingers. Dad breathed in deeply and sighed. I'm not perfect, but I'm only doing what I think is best for you and Mackenzie.
Trying to protect us from everything isn't what's best for us. We just need you to let us try and catch us if we fall. We're gonna have to do it eventually. Why not practice now?
He met my eyes, and I could see the cautious parent inside wearing his adventurous youth. After a moment, the battle was over. Your mom's relationship with your father was never the same afterwards. I can't risk having that happen with you. If you can promise me to let me in a little more, I can promise to give more guidance and less groundings.
Does that mean what I think it means?
It means your sentence has been reduced to time served. Neither of you are grounded anymore.
I'm free! I'm going to
So as you could say, what's the tea? Mac and I rolled our eyes. The three of us talked for the rest of the afternoon. Bit by bit, I could feel us repairing the bonds that we had worn away in the years since Mom's death.
I'm going to the dance!
But even as I said it, a question entered my mind. With who?